house will be like a room, so you might have furniture or whatever, right? But there's just a few things. You and your dog must both cross through the orange start cones. You don't have to go in together. The dog can go first and you can follow behind. But you both must go through it, otherwise you get a fault. If you get a fault, don't worry about it. Don't bring your dog back, because you already got the fault, and now all you're doing is wasting time and depleting your dog's energy, because they're like, oh, now I did something wrong, right? So you get a fault, you get a fault. Don't worry about it. And I do know of some judges who, you know, and I know it should be standard across the board, but judges, it's, you know, sometimes they look the wrong direction and stuff like that. And I'm speaking for AKC here. So, so if you're in the upper levels, for example, and you call a high twice, that's considered a fault. And I know some judges don't, you know, but they should, right? So, but again, a fault is a fault, and as long as you qualify, you get a Q. And when you get that report back from AKC, it doesn't say what place you got, it just says you qualified and you got, you know, another leg towards your title, right? So that's all that matters. So some people are really big into placement, right? And I really hope you can not even consider that, because then you're just adding more pressure onto you, and then that goes right down the line to your dog. And placements will come when you guys as a team click really well, and you will never know until the very end how you did, because you might think, like, I just ran chattered this one, and I'm like, I think that was really awesome. I bet we got first place, right? And we didn't. We got second. And I'm like, hey, who beat us? But it's kind of a fun game, right? But I never think, oh, I have this really fast dog and I really want first place. That's not what I want. I just want to get a Q, because Qs are hard to come by, let me tell you. So we'll just go down the row. Does anybody have 2 dogs?
I'll do the best class with my
Okay. We'll just go down the row. We'll do this one first, and I just want to see how they're doing. It is not paired, but I just want to see how they're doing. This is not a pass or fail.
Is it just sent?
It's just sent.
Okay.
It's not a pass or fail. I just want to see how they're doing, right? And then we'll rerun it, and I'll pair it if I have to, right? Yeah. Nope. So right away,
should be a shocker.
Right? Right. You gotta get all negativity.
She's only looking for food, I think.
Especially here, it's just for fun training, right? So right here, between, the blue cones are your boundary markers.
So you can't go outside of that?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk about
the
that.
owner just won't be out there.
Oh, okay.
So like, think about it this way, if this was out, this is interior, but you can have a similar type of setup outside. If the wind is blowing the older trail to the outside and the dog goes to the outside and follows it in.
Oh my God, okay, show off.
No,
we have not had a good week.
The question was, can you go outside the boundary markers?
Okay, well,
And the answer is absolutely yes. Your dogs, my dogs will go outside of boundary markers all the time. Just know that the hide is not outside the boundary markers, but the air might be flowing that way, and she might have to catch it off of a building and then run it back in. So don't call anything outside of the boundary markers, but let them go out if they want to go outside. Just don't let them go to Iowa. You know, I mean, when I say outside the boundary, you know, there is a limit, you know, and so yeah, but yeah. All right.
I went to grab these.
I don't really care. Beachless are beachless. They all look the same to me. And now I bring them back to that hide's over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Steve, come on. Yeah, because I really don't want to go through the whole thing. I'm just so worried he's gonna pee since he peed last week.
Quiet.
Zig. Oh, they got cookies there too, huh? Yeah. Good boy. Come with Grandma. Come on, Ziggy. Okay. Search. Yes, we're gonna pay that. You worked really
I would
hard.
too.
Yeah.
And again, you need to feed him closer to the source.
Okay.
I have a question on the video. So, this is interior? Okay, so
I'll know not to let my dog go flying outside the boundary.
I'll try to be way
So,
out.
in the past, it usually is like, a room.
Okay, oh,
I don't
fly,
have
okay.
a room.
Okay, so that
So
makes
it would
sense.
be, if they didn't have a room, like in CPE, this could be an interior surface. And they would have space.
So you have an idea where you should sit.
Yeah, the cones. If it's set up like this, you know that the scent is somewhere inside those cones.
Okay.
If it's a room, there's gonna be, like, okay,
Well, I
let's.
know not to go outside the room.
But the dog can
Yeah.
go back out to pick up odor and go
Come
back in.
okay.
You're not gonna get faulted for that.
Okay.
You're not gonna get faulted if they go outside of these cones. Just
Okay.
know that, don't call it outside of the cones, or
Okay.
don't call it outside of the room.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go, bud.
This is where they have. You are come back here and back here. Okay.
What I loved about Ziggy is he got it off that little car.
Well, this is where Saint had his nose in there.
Right.
Had I not seen Bri go to that picture, I would have called it my little car.
Oh.
So that
Yeah.
freaked me out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Yes.
him.
Beautiful. But Ziggy hit that car and then just went, oh, and boom,
Yes.
right to that.
Well,
That
yeah,
was
Saint did that too. He went to the car and
Yes.
took the picture.
Yes, okay.
That
good
was
job.
very.
It is fun watching
There,
them
little
do
man.
this.
Because dogs are so
Come on, little man.
different. Some
I
just
know your leash is
And then
under
you
you.
can just cut through the gates over there, you don't have to walk around it.
Okay, good job. Good job.
How big stretch.
I call him horrible, just in case you guys go, oh my God, she calls him horrible names. I do, I call him horrible names, but they're all said love. I can't tell you how many times I say to my other dog, Gary, don't be a dick.
Yeah. Well, I say quite a few things to mine too.
Nice. Excellent.
Look at that. She does so well.
What a good girl.
That is. That is beautiful.
I like your phone setup, where did you get that?
Very cheap.
I'm willing to bet it was on Amazon.
I need to do one of those because I've been, I can't do it with my hand and still maneuver my dog.
And it does have a strap that'll hook here, so like during a competition, I lace it around me so it doesn't bounce.
So it doesn't bounce as much, yeah.
But
So,
I
anybody
can
have
look,
any questions about this? They all did really good. Ziggy, he went to it right away and he gave up on it. Some of the other dogs did also, but they did go back to it. But what I really liked is how he hit that car and then he just went, oh, boom, right to it. So a lot of this game is really, and I love you have your camera on, is really videotaping and watching what your dogs look like. Because her dog might look different than my dog, right? And the only way you're gonna get really good at reading your dogs is by evaluating your tapes. And I don't want you to be critical when you're evaluating your tapes. You're just looking for information, right? What does it look like to my dog when they hit odor, right? So, all right, let's go down to the boxes. This is what a AKC novice container search would look like. White boxes, oh, they could be brown, but clubs don't like using brown because if they use these brown boxes, we have to tape the bottom.
Oh. Except
That's a
UKC, I will tell you, UKC uses brown boxes and they use brown boxes with the flap, so you will often see where they're open at the top and still open at the bottom.
Yeah.
But, and I've had a couple dogs go boom,
Yeah.
head in the thing and the box goes flying because,
So
but just be aware of that, they sometimes do.
This is also NACSW's ORT, odor recognition test, where you have to identify all 3 scents
Yeah.
before. They're always boxes.
Alert, yeah.
What do you mean you don't know she's ready?
She has not done that all week. She has just been horrible all week.
See, I've still been pairing with Wood.
I've been pairing all of
And
it
you
too.
should. I mean, and we'll talk about that when I move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do
Don't
think,
let me forget.
I do think though that because he's been in the habit of pairing, and I've been pairing my older dog at home too, now they go out and they search the area for food, and then they go, okay, there's no food, now I'll find the odor.
And we'll talk about that. Remind me, don't let me forget.
Okay. Good job.
Girl. Okay. Very good girl. Very good girl. Okay. Okay. Good. No.
We'll get a turn from Jill.
Yeah, all over that box. Nice.
Okay, good boy, that was a good weight.
You accidentally drop food on the ground, that's your fault, because now you're contaminating the food, right? Because the next dog who comes in will go, oh,
If you feed your dog and they spit it out, it's also fine. It is, it's fine.
And I was so bummed because there was a last dog, very last dog, very last dog of the competition in CPE. Choked, she qualified and choked on her food and it fell out and she got a ball.
Oh.
And I'm like, there's nobody else after her. They still gave her a fall. And I'm like, oh, and she would have gotten first place.
But again, is that.
Right. Yeah,
Come here.
exactly, but I was like, oh, that was just a heartbreaker.
Okay, you ready? Let's search. Yes, alert. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Was that hard? You had.
He just wants to be sure. He's one of those that has to check it all out. And that's okay, right? There's nothing
Oh, and I
wrong
did ask his mom, and he did have a DNA. And I didn't know there was a pit bull terrier. Is the primary, and super mutt is the next one. So, yeah, whatever super mutt is.
A lot of things, right?
Yeah, you're a super mutt, aren't you?
With that.
You're a super mutt, yeah. Ah, that's a good boy.